Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Report. This is more the Grim Conspiracy. Again, like I said, guys, if you don't like this conspiracy thing, which is also paranormal if you think about it, I cover anything and everything paranormal. Have you seen the past? It doesn't matter how far it goes back. I will do it. So not all of this is current. You guys understand that. Good that you do. Let's get this over with. Because I love doing this for you guys. This conspiracy, this is ending in Britain, This is how the British Council were given permission to gather surveillance using covert method over the course of 5 years. Basically, these guys were given permission by Parliament over a span of 5 years to gather surveillance using covert method. In other words, nobody knew it was happening. Over a course of 5 years for crimes ranging from dog fouling to pigeon feeding, spying. Pigeon feeding's a crime? Spying was conducted with secret listening devices, cameras, and private detectives. Then there's this whole freedom of information request from the Liberal Democrats, cited by the Guardian, showed that 186 of the 283 councils that responded to the request had used the regulation of investigatory powers. In other words, they used their power to investigate. It's called RIPA, to gather evidence in covered ways over the course of 5 years. In other words, these guys were given permission to gather information any way they could, shape or form, about small, menial, pathetic crimes. It didn't matter what the crime it was, they still were given permission. A total of 2,800 separate surveillance operations took place during that time, lasting up to 90 days each. Basically, everything they did lasted for 90 days. There's this lady named Clara Soros from GCHQ spend a former colonies and African leader included UK allies Snowden leaks. The reason for conducting surveillance ranged from Middle Council monitoring dog barking to Aldale Brought investigated who was guilty of feeding pigeons. Feeding pigeons! I guess they have nothing else to do over there in England. Or Britain. And Woven Champion, Overhampton authorities used secret surveillance to check on the sale of dangerous toy car clocking, adjusting the mileage on cars, and that's pretty all well and good. Dangerous toys and car clocking, basically. I mean, dangerous toys. I mean, what could that be? Oh, over in England they don't like to have guns, so you can have toy guns, I guess. This is the Westminster. This is from the Westminster Council used RIPA to monitor sales of fireworks and children while sloughing through during investigation into a legal puppy farm. Okay, serious crime, but to be honest, it's laughable. Lancaster City Council monitored its residents of targeted dog fouling enforcement in 2012. RIPA was also used to monitor people receiving benefits, including those who claim to be single parents. Wow, guys. I can't believe they did this. But anything from Paddock calling the oversight any future surveillance. This said authorities will use powers in a way the Parliament never intended. Of course they would. Paddock isn't the only criticized the UK New Investigatory Powers Act which will authorities be sweeping collections and storage of people's emails, texts. Basically, they're a bunch of freaking snoopers. I mean, we did that for a while with our own civilians as well, but we didn't know about it. They turned it into a big deal over there in England, though, when they went after everything from illegal puppy farms, to a guy feeding freaking pigeons, for God's sakes. Illegally feeding pigeons. Wow, you're going to get arrested for feeding pigeons in England. What is your problem? Yeah, of course, they're going to use things in England. The police are going to use things to their advantage. That's fine, all well and good and dandy. But their people are going to be abusing it. Everything from blackmail to, I don't know, God, what else? Parliament could use it to get ahead. Film their leader doing something he shouldn't be doing. He, normally wouldn't do, or blackmail is the main thing that I'm thinking about here. And this is a conspiracy, but everywhere in England there's cameras. So you gotta think about that. These Parliament people signed. Basically, nobody in their country has any freedom to do what any freedoms at all. You took that away. Yes, to stop crimes, but you got to think about the drawbacks. The people find out you guys are in deep water. And you ain't got nowhere to go. You're lucky if the government did that here. They did. But that whole thing got took out. The president knew about it, or in their case, the prime minister. They knew about it. The people, say it was the president knew about it. The president would be freaking booted. So, basically, to recap, England decided to spy on everybody for just even for the smallest crime, pigeon feeding, just to capture people in the act. Where's that got them now? I mean, if they can do that, then why? What happened? It was over a course of 90 days. 5 years. For 5 years. That's an embarrassment for those people. An embarrassment. Yeah, I can understand dialing back the clocks on the motor vehicles and whatnot to sell them. That is illegal even here in the U.S. But pigeon feeding? You spy on a park so you can get a man arrested for pigeon feeding. That's pathetic. That's just like a little kid walks down the sidewalk and feeds a squirrel. You gonna write him a ticket too? When I looked through this, and I did a little bit of editing here and there, and it got to the point where I'm still looking at it now. I didn't even want to read the whole thing because it was so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for the British people of how their own government doesn't trust their own people. I'm embarrassed for them. Guys, if you have anything embarrassing about our law that you find that's embarrassing, let me know. I won't do a full report on it, but I will mention it And you know I read all my stuff. You know, I read all my comments. I reply to all the ones that I can reply to. But this is embarrassing, and I thought you guys needed a laugh. Because, you know, I'm always doing serious stuff. And tomorrow there will be another serious one. But I'm going to continue to do this conspiracy thing because a lot of this stuff is embarrassing for that country. And it's how pathetic some of these conspiracies are. And this is actual true stuff. And I thought you'd give you a laugh. But it's also news. And, well, what I do, I give you the news. Paranormal news. Alright. Now's the time to get back to what I do. Other than that. Other than news. Helping out YouTubers. First one I'm going to say is The Vault of Nightmares. Second one, Lakea the Librarian. Third, Vamp Lugosi. Fourth, Dark Waters himself. Fifth, Chaos Theory Productions. Sixth, Wicked One. If you like my stuff and you love the horror genre, you're going to love theirs. Or paranormal, whatever have you. I'll be on the lookout. Because this August, we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. And there's going to be a few things leading up to it, too. Tonight, Vault of Nightmares got a live thing at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Central, my time. I don't know what it is the other times. If you're 2 hours ahead of me, that's 9, 10, 11. 2 hours behind me, it's 8, 7 o'clock. So there you go. With that said, guys, good luck, good night, God bless.